reckon start with just Chopes as a place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, bro, I might shot on that.
Oh, I'll get you something to wipe up. The cat's been in the yard. Oh yeah, there's a right there. Yeah, I don't spend much time out here.
It's a couple, man. I use multiple. That's all right.
Chopes is a crazy place. It's obviously a pretty iconic wave. One of the biggest, heaviest waves on the planet, I guess, and also one of the most perfect, so it's a pretty crazy combination. Not many places like it. It's obviously really notorious. A lot of good surfers go there. Pretty heavy local crew, but yeah, it's a magic spot. It's pretty unreal, and some crazy stuff goes down out there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this year going over, I didn't know what to expect. I'd been there a few times, so I was pretty keen to hopefully have a go at a solid one, but at the same time, I didn't even know if I'd go. If it came to me, I was like, oh man, it's such a scary wave. Yeah, I was hoping I'd get a good one, but I kind of like just lowered the expectations and was just pretty stoked to get over there and be out amongst it. And yeah, we got over there and it was pumping, and there's definitely a solid crew on it, but the local guys are all pretty cool. They're so talented out there, so it was pretty cool at the start. I was just watching them and how they go about it, and it's pretty much in awe of the whole, like the level of the surfing that was going down out there. It was some crazy shit going on. And yeah, I didn't get, the first day, I didn't get much for like the whole day. I was just sort of cruising, getting a couple of scraps, getting what I could, and but then I ended up getting one in the arvo, like right at the end in the arvo, which was pretty sick. And I was pretty stoked at that point. I was like, oh yeah, trip made. And then there's just like days of swell coming up, and I was already kind of fried. I did like a whole day of surfing, and the nerves were shot from crapping myself the whole session. So I was like, woke up the next day, I felt so cooked, and then sure enough, it was just on again. I was like, oh my God, this is just ridiculous. And yeah, back out there, all day affair, just getting what I could. And then yeah, we had a couple of little windows where it wasn't too busy, and got to have a couple of cracks at some good ones. So I was stoked. Yeah, I got a couple of good waves, and got to hang out in paradise and watch some all-time surfing go down. Watch some of the best shit I've ever seen go down in the ocean. It was cool. Chopes is that one of those waves where it's so perfect that you're not waiting for 1 in 10, it's just every single set's going inside out and crazy. So you're kind of constantly in that high adrenaline fight or flight state, so you get cooked pretty quick. Yeah, a pretty big set came, and I was just happened to be like right in the spot after I'd been waiting for so long, and I just was right in the spot. And it looked pretty big, but I was like, oh my God. And then I sort of turned, I'm like, all right, I gotta just paddle at it and see if I can catch it. And I just started like paddling for it as hard as I could. And I don't know, sometimes those real big ones, they just like, you can feel that they just don't want you to catch them, like they're pushing you out. But that one was like really picking me up and letting me paddle down it. So I was like, all right, well, I'm in now, like it's taking me with it, like I gotta go. And I paddle, and it was almost like I wasn't thinking ahead at all. I was just like focusing on like the next step. And then I got to the point where I had to stand up, and I remember looking down and going, oh shit, I'm like so late, like there's no way. But I don't know, I felt like I was so high up that I was like, I don't really want to jump because I'm just gonna get so flogged. Like there's only like one way out of this thing. Like I was too scared to jump because I was scared of the beating. So I just like kind of froze and just hung on, and then was free falling for a bit. and almost pushed my board out in front of me, and it was like falling really fast. So I thought I was just gonna like land at the bottom and just slide and not catch. But then yeah, the magic stick caught, and I don't know, the rest I just had to stand there. It was sick. Like once it caught, I just sort of looked up. I was like, wow, this is fucking like, it wasn't super deep, so I kind of knew I was gonna come out. And then yeah, just had to hang on for the ride, and it's pretty incredible. I was so stoked. I was more relieved when I made it to the channel, because it was like, oh my God, I thought I was gonna die on that wave. And then I kicked off and there were like 2 huge ones behind it as well. So I was like, wow, extra happy I made that. I probably would have drowned if I didn't make it. So yeah, thank you to this stick for saving my life. It's so weird because waves they're so fleeting, you know, you ride it for a second and then it's gone. Unless you have a clip of it, there's not even any evidence that that wave ever broke, you know, like the wave just disappears and it's just gone, and you're like that was like the craziest experience of my life, and I can't even look at it again. It just sort of happens and it's gone. And it's almost the same in your head. It's like, as soon as you make it, you're already like, it's already in the past and it's already happened and you're not experiencing it anymore. So it's still so special and I'm stoked on it, but you almost just like, it creates this addiction where you're like, oh, I gotta go and experience that again, and I gotta go and try and see if I can do it again, and you know, like that sort of thing. So you kind of, I don't know, that's just surfing in general, isn't it? You're always chasing a feeling. It's kind of an addiction, but yeah, that's like super stoked on that wave. But yeah, certainly like still so keen to try and get more barrels and push it harder and try and go bigger and better.